Everything's good. Fly on out of here. They got 40 seconds to prepare their defenses. Kai on Symmetra, to bet on Torbjorn. No tank again. Surefour on Mei. Let's watch that sweet Mei action. She's playing the Orange Mei, aka Mandarin Orange, because she's Chinese. You see how that's like wordplay?
Let's gather some valuable data on this mission.
Yes, let's gather some valuable data on this mission, Mei. On the attacking team, we do have 2 soldiers, 2 tracers, a Symmetra, and a Lucio. I actually want to watch that in overhead view. Sorry, Mei. Maybe we'll watch you a little bit. But 2 soldiers, I just have to wonder what is going on with that. And they're playing the point capture very, very conservatively all the way back here. That is the best way to make use of your sniper, your Torbjorn, and your Symmetra. I see Tracer through the silhouette there. Torque running around trying to get some poke damage on people. But the bulk of the attacking team is still up here in the, I don't even know what you call this little hallway. It's a upstairs hallway, I suppose. We've started calling this hallway down here Aisle 3 for some reason. But no one's actually on the objective itself at all. Everyone's very spread out. Defense, I think Torb is going to have to worry about Tracer, but it looks like we do have Mei and a Symmetra dealing with that. We've got a 4v1 essentially being dragged back against the Tracer back there. Kill feed is just a deserted wasteland. No one is dying in this game. This is the weirdest like posturing defense and offense that I've seen, where just nothing is happening. Torque finally died there in the back. Nicholas also going down. Both Tracers getting picked off means that this offense is completely stalled for a minute and a half now. Nothing has really gone the way of Code7, and Cloud9 I don't think has even had a death yet. Trudel getting picked off there. They've finally braved their way into the upstairs hallway. There's some Symmetra turrets around the outside and a nice perimeter, but no real offensive power here. Like, the Tracers die, the offense just gets shut down. Nicholas and Torque both trying to get through there, but the Mei wall I can't even fly through as an observer. Alright, here we go back at the point. Looks like someone touched it, and Grego finally gets killed there. Cloud9's first death 2 minutes into the game. Pulse bomb goes off, doesn't catch anybody. Looks like we get a Lucio on the point getting headshot by the ice spike of Mei. Surefour doing a great job sharpshooting with that right click. Trudel getting stuck against the Mei wall there. Great tactic again, put up that backstop so no one can retreat. You just freeze them down. Adam and Kai both being taken out now. JKW actually did hit a snipe. There's a teleporter over by the bus over here. Dubet making his turret complete. Looks like it is actually going to do quite a bit of damage before going down. Kai's teleporter actually got taken out, so Cloud9 finally getting overrun. The Tracers in combination with JKW's snipe look like they finally got something done here. The 2 soldiers were not effective enough. Lucio is back in the fight, but he continues to just... oh, actually, sorry, I missaw there. I thought Lucio was over on the side here, but he was actually with his team. It was the defending Lucio that I caught a glimpse of. So they are going to capture the point after 2 minutes of almost nothing happening. The next minute was a very good dissection of the Cloud9 defense, and they've managed to capture point A with something like 3 minutes remaining, 3:03 remaining on the payload capture. So chat, please make a note of that. I believe it was around 3:03. If you guys saw it clearer than me, just let me know, and we will work on that information once we flip sides here and see how far Code7 actually goes. All the action is kind of taking place up here. There's like a dead zone, kind of a no man's land right here as the defense tries to return to battle. Defense actually just waiting for all of their members to get back up, and this payload has free pushed so far already. Look at the distance meter at the top. They've pushed over halfway from capture A all the way to this next checkpoint. The next checkpoint here on Numbani is right here. It's the circle that you see in the street there, and it looks like Cloud9 is not even going to be able to defend it at all. Torque doing a good job taking out Reaver, the enemy Tracer. Torque foot does go down now, but they essentially got that entire checkpoint for free. Again, I didn't see how much time was remaining. I think it must have been 250 or 350. Please correct me in the chat if you were paying attention. But every checkpoint time matters. In this best of 5 finals, there will be no draws. Excuse me, I had to sneeze there. Alright, defense back in control of the payload there. This is kind of the toughest spot for the Numbani attackers. You can see them respawning all the way back here. I'll go ahead and fly over so you can see. This is where the offense is respawning. Symmetra waiting for her teammates to stream past so she can give them all shields. She can't change though, or those shields will fall off. So Symmetra is going to have to be a part of this composition. I'm actually very curious what the attacking Symmetra does during all this. Just launch orb after orb, I hope that you connect. Surefour now targeting down Firestorm, should be able to secure that kill. Symmetra on her own should be pretty easy to take out, and there's the rewind to get back to full health as well. Surefour now focusing this Lucio, but it is a bit of a 3v1, 4v1 situation. Surefour does go down, but tosses that pulse bomb and gets both soldiers. Definitely a valuable ult. Definitely a good trade. Grego should be up top. Yep, Widowmaker just shooting down at the returning players coming back from spawn. 4.5 minutes left for Code7 to try to do something here on the final stretch. And just to show you guys what that looks like, it's just a little S-curve and a straightaway, and this is actually the end of Numbani that they're trying to get to. Twerk and Trudel both pushing the payload now. It looks like the entire team is here. Still no tanks on either side. I do have to imagine that the defense would switch to a tank character if offense did, but because neither side has, they are just doing this very, very individual skill-based composition. The soldiers trying to push the payload. Trudel actually gets sniped. Good shot there from Grego. A second shot onto Nicholas from Grego. Kai finds Torque and takes him out, but that payload is still pushing, even if it's just JKW pushing it. Finally, he is going to get surrounded and killed as well. So the payload did move from this side of the underpass to this side of the underpass, and that actually makes a huge difference when it comes to defense. The sniper is not going to be as willing to push up. Actually, no, I lied. Grego is already here waiting for them to come back in. I'll take Grego's POV just for a moment here, as he can be a very high-value player as players are returning from spawn. He already picked off that Firestorm Symmetra. Shooting the trash can there for good measure. It deserved to die. Players are all back on the payload now, though, so let's go ahead and get back to the action. We got 2 tracers running all around. Trudel, sorry, that Trudel died to Surefour there. Reaver actually takes out Nicholas near the payload. Here's that murder scene there. Tracer just splayed out. Looks like they have full control once again. I don't know if Firestorm's going to be able to place a valuable teleporter anywhere. Like, how is she going to get forward enough to do this? Basically, they have to make a push before she can use the teleporter, so that it greatly diminishes the value of Symmetra. Also, getting sniped down to just like 50 health immediately after showing your face is not great, as any tracer can come up and just tap you on the shoulder and kill you. Torque trying to get some work done up here with that Symmetra shield on as tracer. Payload itself not moving. Looks like defense has only about 140 seconds left to defend this. Every time they score a kill, that's another 10 seconds that they basically bought themselves. It can be very hard to continue to push 5v6, especially without a tank. I still am just very curious about this meta right now. Soldiers, tracers, Symmetras on both sides. Lucio's on both sides. Tactical visors, sound barriers going off. Looks like offense has regained control of the payload. They're starting to push, but I don't see anything in the kill feed still. There's really no free push going on. Adam goes down, JKW goes down, Adam's teleporter is down, but that's okay. They're on defense. They're actually very close to the spawn anyway. Only 100 seconds remaining now. Tibet doing a good job just staying on the payload as Lucio. That's something you can do as Lucio. Anytime you're struggling to stop a payload, switch to Lucio, jump all around it. You can actually ride in circles around most of these payloads and keep line of sight, but did not manage to do that there. Reaver getting taken out by the enemy tracer Torque. Teleporter does go down for the attackers, and it's right there in the stairwell behind the payload. They're actually going to free push into the point, though, and set a time for completing Numbani. Good job to Code7. Very unorthodox compositions. Not really sure how these comps are meant to work, but lots of just individual firefights happening. Let's look at Grego's Widowmaker play of the game.
I've got you in my sights. Tactical visor activated.
Good stuff there. Alright, so I'll swap my overlay around. The time set was 8:44. 8:44 is the time set, so I'll put that into my timekeeper here. Where is it? Snaz. Oh, I have to get out of game to do it, apparently. Okay. Snaz, please open. Nope, it keeps bringing up Overwatch again. Alright, so I can't do the timer on one monitor, evidently. But I can switch the teams back around. So, Cloud9.
Prepare to attack.
We'll take their 1 win over here. Code7 with their 0 wins on defense. This is a best of 5 finals, once again, just so you know. And 8 minutes 44 seconds is the time to beat for Cloud9. Pop in chat and see what you guys are saying about that first game. Alright, back in. Is there a way to change the colors instead of the names? Yes, I actually used to have an overlay, but GosuGamers actually changed their assets and didn't provide it this time around. I guess I could makeshift my own. It is kind of a hassle. It's easier to change the image than the names and scores every time. So I'll look into that for the next cast, or maybe right after this tournament ends. Railing Slaughter, I love it. For you guys who watch my stream, you guys know that I hate railings. Kill them all. They never help, always hinder. Alright, let's look at these compositions. I just noticed Reaver is level 69. I wonder if he hit 69 and decided to stay there for the tournament. Or if it's just sheer coincidence. You only 69 once in Overwatch. Alright, Double Winston coming out once again for Cloud9 on attack. Who knew that nerfed Winston would actually be the way to go? Maybe they just know that Double Winston is good against Zenyatas and Tracers, and that Code7 hasn't been running a tank like all day. So Kai and Debet both jumping in the left side while the entirety of the defense is over on the right side. Torque actually scores a kill on Mercy very quickly there. That's a good pickup for Code7. You can see this barrel of monkeys just chilling in here. This gaggle of gorillas. This band of gorillas. Troop of gorillas. Leaping over now is Debet, looking for that Zenyatta. Zenyatta's always the first one I would try to target down, as that Discord Orb is pretty much the most valuable part of his kit. And if you get rid of the Zen, you get rid of the Orb of Discord as well as the Orb of Harmony. But the attackers actually wiped. They could not stay together well enough against the very split defense of Code7. Someone has a teleporter. It looks like it must be defense. Yes, it is. The teleporter is actually just right here behind the point in the gift shop for reference. We got Reaver sniping super close range and actually scoring 3 kills there. Still standing, still shooting. And the rest of Cloud9 just swoops in and does the rest of the damage. Firestorm going down now as well. Actually, Reaper got 4 kills there. Or Reaver, not Reaper. But no one went and killed the teleporter, so they're actually just streaming right back into play. I have to imagine all 6 charges are going to get used here once Symmetra's back up. Actually, no, not all 6 charges were used. That's kind of interesting, since the entire team was wiped. Reaver scoring 2 more kills there, just sniping like a pro right now. Also getting that support from Mercy. There's the Zenyatta Transcendence keeping the defenders alive. I see Kai in the back now. He spotted the teleporter. How many? I guess we could just look and see how many charges it has left here. going into first person. Teleporter's offline. There you go. So we'll go ahead and leave Symmetra again. Come back on over to the attackers. You're only as fast as your slowest player, so Kai is going to be holding up the rear here. Adam, you kind of need to go with your team. I don't know what you're doing, hopping all around. Oh, looking for Reaver to heal, but not going to happen today. Lucio's all over it. Oh, and Nicholas getting the kill on Adam. Only 2 minutes remaining to try and cap point A here out of the starting 5. So that means 3 minutes out of the 8:44 have already been burned off. And if they can't capture point A in the next 2 minutes, they're going to lose anyway. So good job, Code7 defense. Got everything locked down here. Despite not having a tank, looks like the split defense is the way to go here on Numbani. Looks like Reinhardt actually being pulled out now. Double Winston not cutting it. Where is this Reinhardt? Oh, he's in the upper hallway.
I'm on the objective. Rally to my position.
Alright, Debet up here by himself. Looks like Kai's trying to do his best job killing Custa and Trudel. Debet and Grego both go down. JKW goes down. Kai goes down. Reaver goes down. Nicholas doing a great job on Tracer all game long, stopping the squishies. No attackers up right now. 75 seconds to try and cap point A from nothing. Oh, actually, they do have one tick. They essentially have one more try, maybe 2 more tries, but one more try without anyone dying. And they need to use those ults. Mercy Res, I'm sure, will come into play here, unless Mercy gets killed very quickly. Here's Sure for. Oh, swap onto Genji, you just noticed. Okay.
Tactical visor activated. Oh, let's break it. Damn!
Break it down from Custa, gives 500 XP, sorry, extra HP to all of the defenders in range. Surefor doing a great job on Genji. Reaver hitting the snipes. They are actually going to manage to cap point A pretty swiftly here after swapping their composition. Good job there. So they had 30 seconds remaining out of 4, so they've eaten 4.5 minutes. They've got 4 minutes, 15 seconds left. And they had 3:30 at the top of this, so they could time out here. If they don't make the checkpoint, they'll lose, obviously. But if they, let's see, they had 4:15 left with 3:30 on the clock, so they have 45 seconds left on top of the 3:30.
Soldier 76 reporting for duty.
And Doomfist Gauntlet getting pushed right along here through the streets of Numbani. This is Doomfist's Gauntlet, if you didn't know. It's from the opening cinematic of Overwatch, where the kids are in the museum. They talk about Doomfist's Gauntlet, and then Widowmaker tries to steal it. Oh, Grego! Corpse goes flying almost all the way off the edge from the Torque Pulse Bomb. Reaver trying to hit those snipes from very, very close range. Actually does hit Trudel. Nicholas goes down as well. Payload not being contested nearly hard enough without a tank. And keep in mind, Code7 did actually get a free push this whole distance when Cloud9 was defending. They didn't stop this payload at all, so this is really just tit for tat. 1 minute and 15 seconds has been burned off, so they have about 3 minutes here. They've got about 3 minutes, so 1:15 on the timer will be too late. They must get there before 1:15 on the timer.
Enemy contact.
Alright, they are pushing pretty swiftly through the underpass. Lots of action happening over here. Sorry if I haven't been keeping the best tabs on everything. Basically just trying to stick with the payload, see what the snipers are up to. There's another pulse bomb, just tons of pulse bombs this game. Torque grabs a double for himself there, and defense still has control of the payload. Trudel, Custa, and Nicholas all just hanging out near the payload, not really forcing anything. Offense regrouping here. They have about 2 minutes and 15 seconds left to try and make something happen. And they're staying on Symmetra, so Symmetra's still valuable here. They actually switched to Symmetra. Adam was on Mercy this whole time. So let's take a look at Adam's ult charge. It's already at 82%. If he can get it up to 100%, they may have a chance here. They've got just under 2 minutes remaining to try and cap. They are pushing pretty swiftly here, actually. I thought that Lucio would contend a bit more. But Firestorm, Nicholas, all dead. Custa respawning and dropping his sound barrier. while Winston is in his primal rage. Kai just knocking everyone away from the payload. Now that he's back into the normal Winston mode, he's just going to try and zap down the supports. JKW is a good target as well. JKW does get sniped by Reaver up on top. Torque chases Reaver back down. Transcendence being popped by Firestorm on the payload, but he is actually going to be way too close to the action. Kai just leaps onto him and takes him out. Nicholas also very low. Double pulse bombs going off, and Kai survives with that Winston bubble. That was actually pretty disgusting. Both Tracers getting killed after that. 1 minute left, basically, for them to make this push, and I think they're going to do it. JKW is just hiding behind the payload as Tracer. They need to kill her so they can keep pushing the payload. JKW is super sneaky, actually causing Cloud9 to not just seal the deal and win the game here. That actually might have been play of the game by JKW if they can continue to contest for about 40 more seconds. This is getting pretty tense. There's Trudel in now as Tracer trying to stop them. Not really getting enough damage in though. I don't think they can do it with so many Tracers. Even if they delay the inevitable, they're just going to flop and die. So good job there for Cloud9 winning with about a minute to spare. Crazy stuff. Damn, super impressive sniping. And 4th kill as well. But that is when they all streamed back out of the teleporter. And they actually held the point after those 4 snipes.